The Coalition for Otero Mesa battled for nearly a decade to try and prevent oil and gas drilling from occurring on Otero Mesa's public Chihuahuan desert grasslands. However, a new industry stakes claims on the land, much to the dismay of environmental and wildlife groups. Good hunting comes with good habitat, according to John Cornell with the New Mexico Wildlife Federation.
And sportsmen get it. You know, it's all about habitat. It's all about having the best habitat, which means you have the best quality and quantity of wildlife, which in turn means you have an opportunity to have the best outdoor experience.
He walks the golden rolling hills in the 1.2 million acres of Otero Mesa, southeast of Alamogordo, watching for wildlife.
So you can see where we're at now. You can see these grasslands. And these are the largest intact Chihuahua grasslands left in North America. So as far as the desert landscape, this is unique to the Southwest, maybe unique to any place else, even in the world.
So unique, former Governor Bill Richardson asked the Obama administration to designate the area as a national monument. So far, that hasn't happened. And according to Nathan Newcomer with the New Mexico Wilderness Alliance, it leaves the door open for industry to come in.
As long as Otero Mesa is not protected, things like this are just going to keep happening.
He's talking about Denver-based Geovic Mining Corporation's more than 50 recent state claims to mine Otero Mesa for zirconium and other rare earth materials.
I think it's very disturbing. The fact is that the hard rock mining industry, governed by the General Mining Law of 1872, is given precedence. They have the highest and best use of public lands as deemed by that law that was passed during the Civil War. A mining company can come into Otero Mesa, stake a claim, it's legitimate. The public doesn't even know about it. You know, I just found this claim on accident by going over there on a whim and walking over it. So who knows what could have happened if we had not discovered this. If an oil and gas company, on the other hand, wanted to drill in Otero Mesa, they have to go through a public process. And after working for 10 years to protect this place from oil and gas development, which we were successful in doing, to have something like hard rock mining just be able to waltz right in without any checks and balances, it's just devastating. It's disturbing.
John Sherborne with Geovic Mining Corporation says the company plans to meet with the Bureau of Land Management in the next 2 months. He's hopeful the company will then drill some holes in Otero Mesa to find out if mining the area is economically feasible. Sportsman John Cornell doesn't want that to happen, but not because he's against industry.
We need oil and gas in this country. We need hard rock mining. We just don't need it on Otero Mesa. This area is way too special for the wildlife qualities, you know, for recreational qualities, the salt basin aquifer. You know, you're talking long-term values. You're talking values that go on forever. Protecting public lands for everyone to enjoy, not just industry and not just rich people, is there's nothing more democratic than that. It doesn't cross party lines. It doesn't matter if you're a Republican or a Democrat or a liberal or a conservative. This belongs to all of us, and we should all have the opportunity to enjoy it in the future.
With 1,000 native wildlife species and even some exotic animals, like Barbary sheep and African oryx, Cornell feels the area is top-notch when it comes to hunting.
So you can see why this area is so special to sportsmen, because it offers those quality opportunities to get out and enjoy what we love to do. We've got the last remaining genetically pure herd of antelope in New Mexico right here on Otero Mesa. Sportsmen are all about legacy and passing that legacy down to future generations. And if we can't protect the habitat in these special areas like where we're at now in Otero Mesa, then really we can't pass that legacy down to future generations. And if we lose this habitat to any kind of development, especially something that's as invasive as hard rock mining, well, it just robs us of being able to pass that legacy on.
John Sherborne with Geovic Mining Corporation claims he wasn't aware of people's interest in Otero Mesa before the company staked the claims, but he told us there are very few places in the world where certain people don't get upset about new operations, and Geovic cares about environmental impacts on every project they work on. However, sportsman John Cornell believes mining just shouldn't have a place in Otero Mesa.
Mining says, well, we'll come in here and after we're through, then we'll restore it back to the native vegetation. Well, you can't do that here because these sensitive grasslands, there's no way that you can disturb them from hard rock mining and bring them back to anywhere close to where they are in their original state. It'll scar the landscape forever. They can say that, that they'll, bring it back to where it was, but there's no way they can do it. Once the damage is done, it's done in here for good.
For KRWG, I'm Jared Andersen.